Just on the topic I've just been talking about with teenagers and having decisions or thoughts that lead to really impactful decisions in committing suicide, taking their own lives, causing harm to themselves. And although I'm not trained in that field as a life coach and NLP practitioner, that's my main focus in training professionally. What I've learned to understand is that we're all kind of hardwired the same way. We all have responses that generally tend to be um, off the cuff, that's over exaggerated. We have an emotional outburst and everything else, and we've all got that same central nervous system that's linked to our emotions. So that same spectrum is for most people. But with thinking about the younger generation, really just talking to them, it's like whatever is happening or going on in your life, then there's always something that can be done about it. There's always solutions, and you never are having to deal with things on your own, even when you feel like you are, and even when you think you can't possibly share or tell somebody. There are so many different organisations that you can call and contact anonymously, the child lines, and be able to really offload, and the Samaritans where you can speak with them and really get some emotional support and help in that moment. So really what I want to say as well is, rather than seeing that event as to what has happened, whether it's somebody that is influencing how you're feeling right now, or if it's an event that's happened, then just try to step away from it. Just bring yourself into the moment, have some deep breaths. I know this may sound cheesy or silly or whatever, or just so small, how can it make such a difference? But just by centering yourself and just bringing your thoughts to your breathing, it just grounds you. It starts to do that process of helping to come out of your head more into your body. And that process alone is very good for being able to help you think clearer. Plus you're getting more oxygen to your brain, so again you can think more clearly. So by having those deep breaths, big belly full of air and then expelled out, that will just 10 of those or so help to center you. But also thinking whatever it is that's going on right now for you, in 5 years time, would it actually make any difference whatsoever to you? Or when you're old and grey, in your rocking chair with your grandchildren around you, will this, whatever is happening now, be a distant memory? It's not necessarily going to be life-changing, significant like you may think it is. So, just really help to rein yourself back into the moment, center yourself with some breathing, and really think about how this may impact you in the short term. Once you've done that, you can then maybe look at different ways of thinking, well, how else could I deal with this? What are the other options? And if you can't imagine for yourself how those other options are going to appear, then think of somebody you really respect. Think of somebody who is wonderful in your eyes that will be able to solve this for you. And imagine, what would they say? What would they be giving you advice to do? So, try and get distance from you and whatever it is, and be able to really focus on how to source that solution for you, so that you don't need to take any drastic steps. You can actually get over this. And life is full of these things that come and challenge us and tackle us and bring you down to the ground, but then it's all about getting back up. And it's all about you having that strength, and you have got that strength. Every single person does. So you can do this. Absolutely.